These are the Shokz OpenFit Air, and I've tested them for a few weeks in almost every way possible. I'm going to be sharing the pros, the cons, and my honest take on how these compare to other open-ear headphones. Let's dive in.
I know what your first impression is. These look exactly like the Shokz OpenFit. These came out almost a year ago, the Shokz OpenFit, and then these are the newly released Shokz OpenFit Air. And I really just want to share my honest experience, someone who lifts and runs a lot. And second, as someone who's trying to use these in everyday life.
Let's talk design. Now, nothing goes into your ear. Instead, it rests more like over it. The biggest benefits from this is that there's nothing in your ear canal, so that way you can hear everything that surrounds you clearly. But also, you'd never experience any pressure, so you shouldn't have any ear fatigue.
I also feel like if you're comparing this design to other open ear headphones, these are just way more versatile, like comparing it to these specifically right here. When I see these right here, and I am totally referring to the design and the style of these, I usually think of like runners, triathletes, people in construction. But these, that's what makes these nice. I find myself using them for more than just those things. They're more versatile in my opinion. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think, how comfortable would you rate it?
5.5? Have you used them with glasses before?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. It just feels bulky in my ear, but...
The ear hooks, they are going to be slightly thicker, and unfortunately, I kind of do notice them when I'm wearing really any type of glasses.
You can notice on my left that the white OpenFit Airs, they are slightly thicker. So I also made a list and I wanted to test the comfort in just multiple ways. Two things you should know. First of all, these are water resistant. They're not waterproof, so don't submerge them in water. And then second of all, the case. The case, you don't want to expose it to this much, rain, so keep that in mind. But this brings me to an important part, and that's the controls on these. Dude, they're not responsive. They're playing, but they're not responsive anymore.
If you run in the rain or you maybe sweat heavily, unfortunately from my experience, the controls can become unresponsive. It's honestly a common downside with touch controls. I would have liked to seen this version, the Shokz OpenFit Air, have actual buttons on it. That way, Shokz just give us like a little bit of variety. But, and also good news, at least the app has some customization for the controls. Here's the thing though, they're pretty limited. Double tap or tap and hold. Trust me, the tap and hold is just so inconvenient when you're running. Outside of fitness though, I really feel like the controls, they're gonna work fine for almost everybody. One thing though is the sound quality on these. There is a difference.
2 feet away from the camera. You guys could hear the difference for yourselves.
If you know you're going to want something louder, you might want to go with the original Shokz OpenFit versus the OpenFit Air. These just have a better driver. They're going to be louder. But regardless, whichever one you go with, I was honestly really impressed with the microphone.
The microphones block out everything around you, so listen to this. This is literally just like a foot and a half away from my ear. And my Dyson vacuum's on. I'm moving it right here, and you can probably hear me pretty well. I'm also in my sunroom. It's pretty close in here. This is really loud. And yeah, it does a really good job of blocking out the outside noise, so it works really well. If you're running on a windy day, the microphone is going to work great. Also, for just everyday life, you're not going to have any issues, especially since it does a really good job of having the fundamental features that we need. My personal must-have feature is multi-point connection. It gives you the ability to connect two devices. So when I'm training, I really like the ability to pair this to my Garmin watch. And at the same time, it's connected to my phone in case I get any calls or any alerts. Also, when I'm home, if I'm editing these videos, it's nice to have it paired to my MacBook, but at the same time paired to my phone. It makes life so much easier. You should know that you'll be charging this via USB-C, as it has no support for wireless charging, and the battery life though is what we would expect. Now, this is my take if you should get these.
Priced at $119 US, if you're looking for like your first pair of open ear design, I would totally recommend these. But if you already have like the Shokz OpenFit, then no, you might want to pass on these. I do really think these are going to sell way more than the original OpenFit, simply because Shokz actually gave us really good colors. We have black, but we also get a true white color instead of the original Shokz OpenFit came in beige, and we also get this nice pink. I chose the white, and let me tell you, whether you want to use these in the office, at home, or during your workouts, these are a solid choice. If you haven't experienced an open ear design yet, then this is your sign to give it a try. I just ran my half marathon with them, and being able to listen to your music while also soaking in the city's cheer is just really truly unbeatable. Now with the Shokz Open Air, they're more affordable and more accessible to everyone.